Okay, just a moment. We're getting back on these.
Back.
And it'll be just a moment.
Technically, we don't have to come back to you too. This is not gonna be a good time of year, it's just a convenience thing.
Yeah.
It's not a requirement.
Okay, well, we're back. So,
Okay, so there's no action from the closed meeting, brings us to other business. I'd like to start tonight talking a little bit about a bit of a topic, and that's the closure of Pleasant Drive at 400 East. You know, honestly, I don't know. I'm going to make the statement that that meeting just did not go well. I believe it's because of the format. That it was not a Zoom format meeting. Honestly, I'd like to do over, and I plan on reaching out to the mayor and asking for a
What
do-over.
format was it?
it was.
It was on Zoom.
Oh, I think so. It wasn't the same.
It was on Zoom, and I think we need to sit down together to, I kind of felt like our goal, which maybe got convoluted because of the format, was we wanted to work together with them on the solution. And it kind of evolved into what about this, and then getting fancy. Of course, we've done that, and it was kind of,
Mayor has the decision or did they?
no, I don't think so. After talking to several of their council members and that it's still not been made. But surprisingly, I believe you all saw the proposal for which may have been a driving force. That's the development just to the north of 300. That did not make it past planning commission. I don't mean that the city council can't rule that or whatever, but they did get a recommendation or approval from planning. So there are council members that don't think it should be closed. There are council members that think it should be right turn. There are council members that think it might be okay to close if there's a light at 300, but definitely not if there's no light at 300 or until there's a light at 300. So I think there's a lot of discussion that's still being had.
Is that at least in my opinion, it's a 3-2 decision still.
Well, they haven't taken a formal vote. They haven't even had a public hearing.
And those three, the two that you said.
Yeah.
Still have no power.
Right, very possible. Yeah. And there's a lot left to process, and I think we don't give up the fight. Is basically where I'm at. We don't give up we keep pressure, meeting with them and trying to resolve it. I think I don't want to say pressure. I don't want to say fight. I want to say we still would like to work with them on a solution.
Have you heard anything from the Pleasant City residents as an official mayor position? I mean, at least I've had people call me and say, oh my God, what is going on?
Well, there's nobody in favor of it. Nobody has ever expressed favor to me.
Have you had anybody just
Oh, yeah.
outraged?
Yeah. And nobody, as far as I know, nobody has, and unfortunately, even still, they had several, it was frustrating. I've expressed the history, we don't really need to go on in on it, but it's just so many topics, and I don't always express myself perfectly. That's my bad. That's always been a weakness I've had, but I tend to jump around a lot. And we talked about the gist of the conversation is we're thinking of closing that. Well, how about right turn? That was the immediate first thing out of my mouth. How about right turn? Well, it's a really dangerous intersection. I'm like, if you're trying to turn left or go straight across the street, I can see why it would be dangerous. Then we talked about the opening of acres or lease. Sorry, we will always be acres. At least and street store. So, and the dangers of that, which I said was even more dangerous because people are always trying to turn and they ignore the right turn. And we talked about 300, which I said we've had a fatality, not at that intersection, but just down from that intersection. So that would be a disaster if it wasn't right there. Oh, we've got plans for life. the mayor at that time basically, assured me the best he can, as mayors are kind of powerless sometimes, that they would not do this until there was a light there. Then the councilman moved kind of forward on a straw vote. We want to see this. It wasn't a formal vote. It was just like, yeah, let's pursue that. Then it got pushed out a week later by one of the council members, and it was evolved from there. So, anyway, I say we don't give up the fight. I say we keep pressuring.
So if he schedules another meeting, then
I
in person,
haven't been able to with him. I want to meet with him first one-on-one, and like to ask him for a do-over. He did offer the possibility, and I'm going to ask for this, that the two councils sit down together.
it's too much.
It could be, and it would have to be a public meeting for both, and that might really get out of hand.
I do like though that it sends a message to our residents that we're doing everything we can to keep it open, if that's what it requires. So we'll do.
And if nothing else, when it gets to the public hearing part, I think we need to, at that point, if they're still considering it, and they're gonna go forward, actually have a public hearing, which is required to close it, then I think we reach out and say.
That's a public forum.
Yeah.
I like the idea of you taking, you took before, I mean, committee representing what we want. And you get too many voices in there, I think it muddies the water, I think. Stand with, we can stand.
From what
There's
we
a
saw.
thought though, yeah, I agree.
We
Here's
can
another
stand.
thought. Just that, they brought the, two council members that were in favor of closing it and left the other two behind, so it would be nice if,
That was a suggestion I was gonna make. in
Yeah.
favor.
Yeah.
We didn't have one
problem. It's too bad we don't have that problem over here, though.
Not a problem for us, but you guys, maybe.
You know, it's so nice though, I wish they would make a member of the public meeting, because they're public, and this public needs to know what happens at the meeting. I think that a little bit, when it's so private, you get a little too comfortable with what you say.
No, and I'd like to have it in person, so, okay, that's,
So I know we talked about this a little bit, but you got involved a little. My only thought is, I can't believe it didn't address this prior to going forward with all the changes on that intersection.
They
Which-
don't
which
have
part?
enough room.
With
the line at 300?
No, the Pleasant Drive.
Oh, you're not gonna stay. That's not a state road, only the road stay. That's
So who's doing the work up the rest of the way?
North Putnam.
So I'm saying,
They're doing the intersection.
it interfaces with what they're doing so closely that I would think they would want to be involved in that.
Ryan
I
said
mean, I
that.
think they would have said, no, we don't want a left turn there, or we don't want.
There's
I-
some-
The only
I'm
thing they
shocked that
said
you
no
asked
to
me
was
that.
a light. Ryan told me the only thing they said no to was a light, but they said, do a right-hand turn, whatever, keep it the same, we're good, but no light there at the end.
I like the mayor made a comment to them, just said that like, once your project on Washington Boulevard's done, why don't you just trial a right-hand turn, just see what it looks like.
Approach to dot about the line.
Right,
Yeah, I understand that part. I'm just thinking, I'm
so
just shocked that, maybe it would be, I don't know if it'd be a good idea to bring them into this and discuss it with them. I don't know.
have you talked to Ryan? He said that Dave Espinosa said that the right-hand turn is going to be reinstituted before that project is completed. They're actually going to put the right-hand turn back onto Pleasant View Drive once they get some road work completed. So it's not going to stay closed for the duration of the project.
Well, I surveyed with Ryan and I said, why is it closed now? I can see why, at least maybe very short while, because people, I said, that's people turning left.
Right.
There's no reason there couldn't be a right turn only right this very instant.
Right.
Keep the left turning because the backs up. with all of us.
Especially now without a light.
But
So what did he say?
he says, well, it's a good question, I'll have to ask. Let's wait, let's-
You wouldn't want people turning left though off of Washington, going back on the Pleasant View Drive. I don't know if they open that up, if that would, because you cannot.
I
block-
would, yeah,
You cannot block that.
I would like that, but they'll.
No.
During construction. you
During
mean?
construction.
Yeah, yeah.
Construction.
Yeah, you,
No.
because if you open Pleasant View Drive, I can
Then people
see
would turn
the
left.
people turn
Well,
left.
they know
Maybe
the
that's
state
what they're
barriers
working
up
on
with
the road,
left turn
to
sign.
prohibit people from doing that. maybe
Yeah,
that's what they're working on, no left hand.
Well, they forced.
That's what I want to talk to the mayor about, see, because I've got a lot of pieces, from council members, Bill, Ryan, and I need to sit down with the mayor and see if we can sort out what's truth, what's rumor, where the process is. Anyway, that's just a briefing on that.
Oh, support you, I'm sorry.
Okay. Start with Tyson.
Some may have noticed the guys out yanking old street poles in order to minimize how many signs are out cluttering side streets, and Jeff and them have been working on that pretty diligently, and we've got quite a pile of so where you have the stop sign on one side and your address pole on the other, which has always been the standard. We're just doing which is now our standard anyway, where you got your stop sign, yield sign, and the street address sign on a single pole. So just working across town, removing the non-reflective, any of the older setup that don't meet the current code for various reasons. And then minimize the signage. So that's probably the bigger event, getting ready to get the chipper again for a month and start some multiple different tree and brush removal projects through town.
What about that pile we have down there? On that?
I speak with the chip guy about every other day about the conditions, and obviously we got snows and rained out.
He's just
again.
waiting for it to dry out.
Yep, he hasn't disappeared, and he's
Is he just gonna haul it off, or are they gonna do something with it?
he's hoping to haul it off, so when they make their deliveries and Ogden, the trucks coming back are gonna move in, fill up and take it up to their facilities and process it, whatever he uses it for. Mulch.
I forgot a couple of things. Are you, all right? Sorry.
Sure.
One is to thank the staff for making this possible, that this meeting. It's great to be back here, and it's great to be able to still facilitate for those that want to join by Zoom, and still be able to push it out to. The other thing was, yesterday, I got 2 weeks ago, I got an email from Mary Jo Williams, who's the principal at Orchard Springs. And we briefed you 6 months ago about myself and the police chief and Tyson met down there with Mary Jo and some PTA and others at the intersection, if you want to call it an intersection, where the walkway on the east side of that elementary comes down to 3200. We wanted to know if we could just put a crosswalk there. We informed them it's not just that easy to just put a crosswalk there. We said we'd go ahead and paint it, but we had to move forward and make it an ADA compliant crosswalk, so on and so forth. So there's some big costs there. And I said, well, the school district entertained the notion of split the cost with us. Well, I don't know what we can do. But anyway, long story short, it was about $10,000. I gave that to them about 6, 8 weeks ago. They got back to me a couple weeks ago and said, they've approved $1,000. They've approved $1,000. And so I happened to be down there. What's the Tuesday? That must have been last week, Thursday, Wednesday. Picking up my grandson, who uses that walkway, he lives over on 750. And I'm sitting there. Mary Jo came down to kind of watch the kids at that crossing, and she saw I was sitting there, so she walked over and asked me if I'd gotten her email. It was actually her secretary that said, yeah, I got it. So, yeah, we're not gonna spend $9,000. Well, I said, what was the reasoning? Well, the reasoning was, we don't have that money in our budget, and we'll have the next budget. Well, it's a possibility, but Mr. Finley wasn't too happy, supportive, didn't think it would fly because it's not on school property. Okay, says, well, how about reaching out to Superintendent Steve. She's like, I don't know that I would feel comfortable doing that. I said, no, not you, me. How about if I reach out? She said, oh, well, yeah, that'd be great. So I did. I emailed him.
Yesterday, yeah.
Emailed him Monday with the kind of the history of what I just gave you. And I was hoping to go right there because not that he's feeling guilty. The agreement was we don't expect any more than we're legally entitled to. And we don't. Anyway, that whole thing. Anyway, it seemed like a place to go. Within an hour, he reached back, said, "Hey, Amy, Mary Jo will send the money. Work with our staff to get that $1,000 and some other guy will go ahead and set a form for somebody else."
Awesome.
Have they cashed our check already?
Pardon?
Have they cashed our check already?
Yeah, sure.
We haven't written it yet, so.
No, anyway, our check.
So.
Another check. Oh, sorry.
It was just nice. It was great. He got right back to me and made it happen. So it is, I sat there and watched it. I thought, man, that is a disaster. That is a speedway along that 3,200. We've had complaints. We tried to put some signage and that up. And so it does, there are a lot of kids that live on that side of the.
32.
So the plan is flashing, not your traditional.
No, they'd be more like the Pleasant View path here at I-50. It'd be more like that. Yeah.
Push a button.
Speaking of which, we're ever gonna get those in front of Weaver?
It's really not
When they
a
give us more
discussion,
money.
but A few years
No,
ago,
Lloyd
they
was
changed
working
the way
on
the
that a
stop
few years
signs
ago.
went. But they didn't have that cross street, the 3,200, you know? You might want to consider switching that. Probably.
Which one's that?
Just the stop signs that come down 700 and 750, and
Oh, they were opposite.
they were opposite. Yeah, and now that's become quite a thoroughfare. We'll just come across.
That's
there.
3,200.
because everybody was complaining that people were flying dancing.
I know.
Flying
I
dancing.
know they were complaining about that.
Maybe it needs to be totally stopped.
All right, anyway, I just wanted to brief you on that.
Bring that up. Somebody brought that, no.
Amy,
actually.
you want to go last or you want to go? I usually go around.
Oh, no, this is great because I don't have anything else. Thank you so much.
Awesome. No, I can't. Larry.
Nope.
No, I think we
Wow.
talked about.
I think we've addressed everything.
All right, seeing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion. We adjourn this meeting.
Second.
Okay, motion by Mary, second by Eric, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Good meeting, I think we got a lot done. I think we need to jump right on this. And, yeah,
Yes.
I will
This microphone's not very loud.